YouTube, and today's video I'm going to be talking about the viral video that Kevin Samuels did 2 weeks ago with a lady. She was asking about how she could get high value men, and Kevin Samuels was trying to coach her on how she can get high value men. She is tired of getting these musty, dusty, and musty men, and she's tired of getting the average man. She's tired of getting these no good Pookie and Ray Rays. So she calls Kevin Samuel, who he identifies himself also as a high value man. You know, he fulfills all of the 6 categories. You know, 6-figure income, over 6 feet tall, more than 6 children, more than 6 women. You know, all those different type of sixes. I have it in my video. If you want more, I'll put the link down below. But he talks about how do women can get these high value men. So let's go ahead and do this video. This is my reaction to the video and my commentary.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Those were hers.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, are you a PhD?
No.
I'm a PhD.
How many dollars you got?
One.
Really?
I'm sorry?
What kind of dog is it?
He's a cane corso.
He's a what?
A cane corso.
What is that in English?
It's a larger dog, and their breed is meant for guarding and protecting. And they're very protective of their home and their family.
Okay, so what's your disagreement?
Okay, you'll see in the video that Kevin Samuels asked the girl why she's a PhD, because the reason why he always asks if they're a PhD, because it seems like when women get, a PhD, they feel like they're above the world. But the thing is, guys are not looking at a woman's education or how much money that they make. It's actually the opposite. Women are looking for men's education, their status, and how much they make. Men are only looking for the feminine qualities of a woman. How does she look? Is she attractive? Does she know how to talk? Does she know how to walk? Can she socialize with people? Can she take care of children? Does she know how to cook clean and suck dick? That's why he's asking all these questions about is she a PhD, so you can get a gauge of what type of woman he's talking to.
Honestly, I don't have a disagreement. I just came here because I honestly want some advice from you.
It says disagreement day.
Oh, I know, but this is my first time catching you on live. Normally I'm asleep. And
You have a job?
I do. I own a business.
Okay, so I do too.
And I do have a question. If you don't
But I
mind.
have a business. And if you wanted my advice, you could always book a session if you can't catch us at the show live.
I'm definitely. I was trying to go online earlier.
But all you have to do, man. But see, what kind of business do you own?
I own a pet grooming, doggy daycare, and indoor
Okay,
dog
so
park.
what you're basically trying to do is I have a disagreement day, and you basically came in and said, "Damn your topic. I want to ask you what I want to ask you," and
Okay.
But you are more than welcome to go on my website and purchase your time to talk with me one-on-one. Because what you're trying to do is rather rude. But I will go ahead and do it because I'm going to use this as a teaching lesson. How old are you?
So now Kevin Samuels, he's asking the girl why she is calling him, because today's a disagreement day. So he spends the whole hour on responding to people that have been sending him some nasty comments, also nasty video response videos. So he gives people an opportunity to call him. Now this lady did not call Kevin Samuels for that. He called Kevin Samuels for advice on how to find a high value man. So she called on the wrong day at the wrong time. So that's why Kevin Samuels, you will see he'll get very irritated, because normally when he does these one-on-one discussions, he gets paid. So that's why he was telling the lady that she could have went to her Patreon and go on the Patreon, sign up and pay for a consultation. I believe it's $100, and he gets to you get a 30-minute interview with Kevin Samuels one-on-one. And it's not just for a one-time interview, because it lasts for a whole month. So the $100, she could have had conversation with Kevin Samuel, had and shows us support because it does require a lot of time and effort to make these YouTube videos. So that's why he wanted to get a little donation, not just have some flyby person just calling and trying to get the information for free. So this is why he is irritated, and you'll see that the conversation goes all downhill from here.
How old are you?
I'm 35.
35 years old. 35 years old and you're a business owner.
Uh-huh.
And what's your question?
My issue is, I want to know at what point when I'm just meeting a guy, do I tell him that I'm a business owner? Because my problem is that when I try to date down and the conversation comes up to where I own a business, the guy is either like, hey, can I come join in on you on that business? Or can I put some money and be a business partner? And I'm not looking for that. And I honestly...
Hold on. I need to be clear on this subject. Where are you at?
North Carolina.
And you're saying when to tell somebody you own a business?
Because I find when I date down, guys see an interest and want to be like a business partner. And I'm learning that maybe I need a high value man because that's what
first off, ma'am, I really don't understand. What kind of man are you talking about? Because owning a business is no different than having a job, in my opinion. And so I'm not getting what you're saying. When should you? I'm not understanding why this is an issue. If you're, what kind of men are you? What kind of men are you dating?
I try to give guys that not a chance.
You try to do what?
I try to give guys that's not on my level a chance.
Why?
So you can see from the video that this lady is really calling Kevin Samuels because she's really having problems trying to get a six-figure man, a man of value. And you can find this problem a lot in the black community, that it's very hard to find men of value. And usually when they do become men of value, like basketball players, superstars, scientists, legendary people, they do tend to marry out, as into other races, most likely white. So I can understand how this black lady is really trying to have problems with trying to find equivalent level of a black male.
I mean, on your level, what does that mean?
That's making 6 figures or more.
But I don't okay. You try to give guys who are not on your level a chance. Why?
And because I honestly want a 6-figure guy, is what I'm realizing.
Okay, so let me just go ahead and net it out for you. You ready?
Uh-huh.
The guys you want aren't asking you out.
Well, I haven't been putting myself out there, honestly.
But you put yourself out there enough for the guys you don't want or beneath you to ask you out.
Those are like guys I met online.
Right. So, again, the men you want are not asking you out. See, you ladies do this. You go and deal with men who you feel are beneath you, and then you ask how to fix them. I'm not beneath you. I don't know how to fix a guy that's down there. That's not my concern. The better question is, why can't you get a guy on your level? That's the real question. Well, first of all, I would tell you what I said in here automatically is a problem. Why you would come onto a show that you know is a disagreement day? It's selfish. It's like, yes, ma'am. It's like, I want what I want. I don't say things for no reason. That's why I asked you questions. You're 35 years old, a business owner. That means you understand what business is, and you know this is a business. And I have a show title. And you said, "Damn your show title, I want to talk to you." But you could have went to my business and booked time to talk to me, but you wanted what you wanted, how you wanted.
I'm sorry.
No, and I'm using this as lesson. That's the problem with too many of you black women. You don't do shit the right way with black men. That was improper. And when I told you the right way, you still were like, well, whatever. So I'm gonna use this. When was the last time you had a relationship?
Like the end of last year around December.
How long did it last?
A year.
A year? And was that man, did you go to college?
Did I go to college?
Yes.
No, sir.
Okay. And how long have you owned your own business?
9 years.
And how long have you been making six figures or more?
The last 3.
Okay. Why do you need a man making six figures?
Because I'm finding out that the guys that I date, it's not working out.
What does that have to do with money?
Because I feel like I need a guy that I can respect and admire, and I'm ambition, and I want a guy that has that drive too. And when he doesn't, I find myself, encouraging him, like, hey, babe, you can do this and you can do that. And then,
all right. So in North Carolina, what percentage of the population, what percentage of men in this country make six figures or more?
I think it's like 5%. I'm not
closer to 10. So,
okay.
10%. All right. So the question is, what do those men who make that kind of money, who all women tend to want, what do they want?
That was an excellent question by Kevin Samuels asking the lady, we know what you are looking for, but what are the men that you want? What are they looking for? So once you find out what these men that you're looking for, what they want, then you need to go to their habitat. You need to go where they are and get yourself exposed so then they know that you're there.
I feel like they want arm candy, somebody who can have more to bring to the table than just looks, but also bring balance to their life. I feel like I can help them out on
Okay, slow down. I'm not understanding. You said they want arm candy, then you contradicted yourself. They want somebody that more than just looks.
Yeah, arm candy, but something behind, brain with it, and more in depth.
Do you know any men who make six figures or more?
My dad and my uncle.
Do you know any men that you are related to that make six figures or more?
Unrelated to? Yeah,
men that you are not related to.
Not on a personal level.
So you don't know them. You don't know what they want, but you want them. Ma'am, I'm going to suggest that you really don't know what you want. And saying six figures is just something that you've got taken from out there. But I'm not hearing this rooted to anything. But what do you want ultimately? Do you want to be married, children, what?
Yes, I want to be married.
Do you want any children?
Yes.
How many?
I have a son now, so.
Okay. How old is your son?
He's 13.
Where's the father?
He's not in his life.
I didn't ask that. I said, where's the father?
Well, he's not like in it like I would like him to be.
All right, so let me go ahead and take this down, ma'am. Men who make the kind of money you're talking about have options. And typically they don't want to deal with women who have 13-year-old sons who are used to dating men. This doesn't sound appealing to the kind of man you're talking about. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I was thinking once I start booking session with you that
I can't change men.
I know, but I can approve myself, and I feel like I have a lot to offer to those type of men.
Okay, but see, you should have stopped right there. I just told you I cannot change men. And you said, once I
Right.
book a session with you, I'm not a miracle worker. I'm telling
Right.
you what they want. And you're still
Right.
saying, yeah, but I want them. They don't want you.
But I have been working on myself this year and booking your
Okay, ma'am, but okay. 35, 13-year-old son with a sketchy father. Why would a man who's in the top 10% of earners, who women across the country want that?
It's so good how Kevin Samuel, he breaks it down by showing her that she wants high value, but she must also be considered high value in terms of being a woman. Now, Kevin Samuel points out that there are several things that are keeping her from being high value to attract high value men. First of all, she has a kid. She has a shady baby daddy that she doesn't want to discuss that much. She has her own personal business, which maybe it could be successful or not. And then she's over the age of 35, which usually they're looking for younger. And I see all the fake nails, fake hair, fake weave, fake nails. I see a whole bunch of fakeness on her, but now she's looking for a real man. So you got all this fake stuff on you, but now you're looking for a real man. For her to be high value, and right now she's 5 out of 10, she could go to 6 out of 10 if she didn't have a kid. If she was under the age of 25, she would have been 7 out of 10. If she had some natural beauty on her, because she looks average, then she would have been 8 out of 10. And guys, if she was loaded with a lot of money, or very famous, or well-known celebrity, that would have taken her to 9 out of 10. And the last part, I hate to say it, but on the sexual market value, white women are at the top, then Asian women, then Indian women, and then black women are at the bottom. So that's where you would see that the sexual market value comes in. But you can get to 9 and 10, it's very hard.
Because I have a lot to offer. I feel like.
Would you want your son to, if you had a son making that kind of money, would you want him to bring home a woman who had a 13-year-old son from a sketchy father? Or would you prefer him to get a woman who had no children, was younger, and easier to get on his program?
Depending on his age.
See what I mean? See what I mean? This goes so deep for black women. They will even, should have been an easy question. No, I would not want my son to bring, I want the best for my son. That should have been the appropriate answer. That's why I sat up. That is bullshit. You should want the best for your son.
Of course.
But and are you thinking, Micah?
If he brought home a woman, yes, I feel like I'm the exception to the rule.
Wow, it's funny how Kevin Samuel puts the question back on her by saying, let's assume your son had two choices. A young woman under 25 with no children, just came out of college, and, may not be making that much, or someone like you who's calling in the interview, 35 years old, with a teenage son, with a sketchy baby daddy. Which one would you encourage your son to pick up? Would you pick her, or would you, the young girl that just came out of school with no children, or pick this lady? So now she's going to start understanding how Kevin Samuel comes up with a rational saying that she is not going to qualify for a high value man.
No, you're not. That's the problem. You all think you're the exception to the rule, but your life is proven to you that you're not.
My love life is not that good. I agree with you.
That's my point, and ma'am, and that's my point. You ladies all feel like, listen, you ladies all feel like you're the exception to the rule. And then when someone like myself comes along and gives you a dose of reality, instead of just accepting it, it's like, yeah, but I'm special. You don't know any men on this level that are not your father, that aren't related to you. That means you don't know these men. You don't know where to go get them. You don't know what they want. But you're still saying, pick me. They don't want mid-30-year-old baby mamas. I'm trying to be polite, man, but they don't want those.
Can I ask you a question?
Did you hear what I said?
Yes.
Why is that so? Okay, go ahead.
Why is it so what?
Go ahead.
From my point of view, I feel like I get what you're saying. They do have better options, but also those better options are younger girls. Those younger girls don't necessarily 20-year-olds are not necessarily attracted to 45-year-olds.
Bullshit. I'm 51 and I can't beat them off with a stick. That's another one of you lies. No, younger women are attracted to older men. What are you talking about?
That's so true, Kevin Samuels. You know, when these women are young, that's the time when they really should be trying to lock down on a high value man. Don't wait until you're 35 and then try and lock down a high value man, because the only people you're going to be left is the leftovers. But, you know, sometimes they just enjoy the youth. They want to go on the Instagram, you know, they want to do all the fancy stuff, get in the cock carousel. And then when they get 35 and they're all busted and got run through like the Holland Tunnel, you know, when so many guys have been on and off of her, then when she gets 35, she wants to go and find some guy that's going to try and take care of her. I need somebody to come take care of these kids. I need somebody to come take care of me. But people that have money, guys that have money, are not looking for 35-year-old women. They're looking for the young 25-year-olds. So that's where some of these women got it all messed up, that they're going to do all the, you know, cock carousel, doing monkey double backflips, going out with all different men and guys, you know, try and enjoy their youth in their 20s. But you're supposed to do that. You're supposed to try and lock down a man with a pussy trap. Not when you're after 30s and all busted with a whole bunch of children.
So can you see me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So do you feel like a woman like me?
Uh-huh. What would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? You cannot use 7.
Would I rate myself?
Just your face.
My face, when I wake up, 5, but when I put myself together, 6.
Okay. And how tall are you?
5'5".
Dress size.
I'm sorry?
Your dress size.
A 3.
Okay. So that makes you, if you give yourself a 5, that's average.
Yes.
So average looking women tend not to get high earning men. They tend to get average men.
Say it! Just say it, Kevin! Just say it! Oh my God!
So,
Did you, I mean, stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Breathe and digest. You're 35 years old and you can look around and see the world. You don't tend to see higher earning men with average looking women off rip. If you do see them, they got their average looking woman when they were both really young and he built his way up. But a man earning the kind of money you're talking about does not go for an average looking woman.
I mean, my body is not average, so.
But ma'am, you please don't make me say it.
Say what? I really just wanted some advice. I love your.
I'm giving you advice, but you're not taking it. The advice is, ma'am, you're average looking at best.
Oh!
I'm taking it in, but.
Okay, but you're not accepting the fact that, okay, average looking women, average looking woman who's older, average looking older woman with a 13-year-old son, average looking woman with a 13-year-old son with a sketchy baby daddy. This gets worse every time I say something. And now you're asking for a man who's in the top 10% of men. You don't qualify for one. And you're making, I don't want to have to go there.
Go there.
But when you put in all these other factors, why can't you just get a man that's an average guy?
Sometimes I feel like in order to fully submit, I have to feel like he's in.
Well, then you're gonna die alone. How about that? Let me just cut to the chase, ma'am. You can feel like what you want to, but women like you die alone.
Oh man, this is terrible. This is just getting worse as he goes along. Oh my. Oh man, this is awful. Oh man. Kevin Samuels, stop.
Straight up. Because you think you're better than the men that you qualify for. And the only reason knocking on your door trying to find you. See, what we've done in this country, this world, is we've told women like yourself that you can have it all, and you got a Prince Charming who's 6 feet tall, 6-figure income, jawline, all this other kind of stuff. And I'm sorry, man. No. Most people get average people, especially average people. And you're an average person. I mean, let's be real. You're not running Microsoft. You got a pet grooming business. You've been making 6 figures for the last 3 years. Okay. But if I looked at you and I took all that off of you, all the eyelashes and all the hair, what do you look like under there?
I mean, I look the same.
No, you don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't have all that on.
I'm sorry?
No, you don't. You don't look the same because if you did, you wouldn't have all that on.
So what is your advice for women that...
All right, I'll tell you my advice, man, because you're not listening to me. This is why I always recommend you need therapy. People think most of us in the Black community need therapy, but you're not dealing with reality. I asked you about your child's father, and you couldn't answer me. But it doesn't sound like you're too proud of him. What kind of student is your child?
He's an A student.
A student. Stop lying. Come on now. Stop lying.
Does he have any behavioral problems?
No, he actually got a YouTube channel and he's trying.
I don't need no. But where is it? But his daddy is still. If his daddy is alive, does he have a relationship with his father?
Yeah, he does.
Then what's your issue with him?
He's not business minded like my father and my uncle. And
then why did you choose to make a baby with him before you got married?
Young and dumb. I was 16.
Exactly, and that cost. See? Yeah. That young and dumb shit, let me stop you right here. That young and dumb shit you Black women throw out as if it's supposed to get... Listen and listen well, women. Young and dumb is not a get out of jail free card. It doesn't go woof and change the fact. You still have to carry that consequence. And men are not rushing up to be stepfathers to 13-year-olds.
Young and dumb was her response. And that's the response for a lot of these women that, when they're young, they go out with all of these guys and get pregnant. And even this year, I cautioned a girl who was not even a teenage mom, a preteen mom, telling her you really should not go forward with this pregnancy because you're going to eliminate yourself from ever getting a serious man, a high value man that's going to take you serious. You're having a baby when you're 12? And then you're going to think some guy's going to come and rescue you? Some high value man is going to descend from the sky? these teenager moms, these preteen moms, and then their moms don't even want to tell them to stop and think twice. Instead, they congratulate them by having a baby when they're teenagers. And then their grandmother is in it, their aunts are all in it. You see, in the baby showers, all women, they're all congratulating, but there's no man because none of them could keep a man. You had like 10 women in there. Sisters, mothers, grandmother, great-grandmother, daughter, all of them congratulating for this preteen mom.
What would be better is if you honestly sat down and asked yourself, what value can I bring to a man?
And I know that what I can.
Well, all right. What value? What is it?
What is it? I can help him with his business. I'm very business minded on the end of helping organize. And I plant into planting my own garden, so I can definitely plant into improving my etiquettes with just self-improvement and working on myself. And
ma'am, at 35 years old, here's what you told me. I can help him with his business. Due respect, ma'am. And I mean no disrespect, but 20 to 30% of people own businesses. What about the 70 to 80% of men who don't own them? That means that doesn't matter.
Exactly, Carousel. That's the right question to be asking these women. What do women bring to the table besides what's in between their legs? What else do they bring between their legs? This lady, probably pet grooming business sounds more like some kind of hobby that she has. I don't think she's really making 6 figures from a pet grooming business. But anyways, we'll give that to her because she's trying to show off a little. But Kevin Samuel can see through all of that BS. What does she really bring to the table?
That means nothing to the average man. Then the next thing you said, I can plant. Ma'am, that means nothing to most people because we go to grocery stores. Then you say self-improvement. I gave you a shot at saying what you have to offer to men, and you said nothing that we value.
What do you value? What do you?
Book a session. I'm not doing this. Nope. I'm done. I've tried to go around, but this has happened. The older you ladies get, the more you get set in your ways. Book a session because I don't want to do this in public, man. Because you seem like a sweet woman, but you're not getting it.
You're being so mean.
I'm not being. Don't tell me I'm being mean. I'm about to be mean. I get tired of you broads telling me I'm being mean because you cannot handle the goddamn truth. You called my show on a day that you ain't even supposed to be here. And I honored the call and sat here and tried to help you. And I'm telling me I'm being mean. Get the fuck out of my phone. I'm tired of y'all doing this shit.
Alright guys, so you saw the video. So this lady could have went a different way. Like, if you want advice from Kevin Samuels and any other relationship guru, you gotta pay. You gotta give them a donation. Don't just jump on their live feed and want to do your consultation live with everyone else. Because he only spends 1 to 2 minutes for each one of the disagreements and responds to people. But he's saying we're going to take this as a case study and spend 25 minutes with this lady to make her an example. So now everybody that's going to call Kevin Samuel is going to come correct. They're going to put their money where their mouth is. And they're going to know what does high value really mean. Now she came on here talking about now she's gardening. So yeah, it's pretty much Kevin Samuel has had enough. So what I've learned from this video is when women are young, like after 18 to 30 years old, and they have their youth on their side and they're good looking, this is when you should be trying to trap these high value men. These 6-figure income men, these men that have status. Because after you're 30, there's no longer you can get these high value men, especially if you add on children, messy baby daddies that probably want to fight you, these you're not making enough money, you don't look good anymore, you're trying to compensate with all the fake hair, fake weave, fake nails, fake booty, fake boobs, but now you want to look for a real man after all that fakeness. So guys, leave your comments below. But I think Kevin Samuel, he was a little harsh on her, but of course he was a little harsh because she was trying to get stuff for free and she didn't go about it the right way. So, but thanks to this video, it has made him a viral sensation. It's put him at the top of the YouTube platform, top 10% earners of YouTube, thanks to her. Anyways, guys, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. This is Willie from YouTube. Bye-bye.